les hommes et tous les mêmes.
You men are all the same.
So let me present you the track Tous les mêmes.
Okay, but what exactly are you talking about in this song?
We are just talking about love in this song.
But the song seems like a fight.
I want to talk about the women vision of love.
And what does tous les mêmes mean?
Tous les mêmes means all the same.
But who's all the same? What do you mean?
Okay, you're all the same. All the cliche like the woman can say about the man.
Wait, do you actually believe in these clichés?
They are not completely true, but they are true.
So you're saying men can be macho?
We can be macho or feminist, but at the end of the day, we just need each other.
That's a very logical way of looking at love. I like it. So let's dive into the lyrics and break them down line by line. In the music video Tous les mêmes, Stromae is showing us a classic argument between a man and a woman in a relationship. But here is the genius part. He plays both roles himself. He's both the man and the woman.
I remember we were discussing and I was saying, okay, let's do this half woman, half man. And he was like, are you sure you want to do that? And I was like, yeah, of course. I'm okay with it.
To make it clear, he changes the angle of the face like this depending on which side is talking.
So the code in this video clip was when I'm a man, I'm in green, and when I'm a woman, I'm in pink.
You can see that the lyrics go back and forth between the female character and the male character.
Vous les hommes et tous les mêmes.
The female character sings basically all the verses and the male character sings the chorus.
Merci. Rendez-vous, rendez-vous, rendez-vous au prochain règlement.
So let's look at the first verse.
Vous les hommes et tous les mêmes.
Here in the first verse, the woman sounds a little bitchy and nervous, complaining about men in general. She's not directly talking about his own partner. Instead, she's saying you men are all the same and then listing off the negative cliché about men.
Macho mais cheap, bande de mauvais et infidèles.
You men, you are all macho but cheap, bunch of unfaithful wimps.
Si prévisible.
So predictable.
Non, je ne suis pas certaine que tu le mérites.
Then she goes further, saying, I'm not even sure you deserve our love.
Vous avez de la chance qu'on vous aime. Dis-moi merci.
You're lucky we love you, so say thank you. It's like she wants to humiliate him. Sometimes one person starts acting like they are better than the other, like they are the one who's always right, who gives more, who deserves more. That's exactly what's happening here. She's not just mad, she's trying to make him feel less than her.
Rendez-vous, rendez-vous, rendez-vous au prochain règlement.
And now it's time for the guy to answer back.
Rendez-vous, rendez-vous, rendez-vous sûrement au prochain rêve.
This line is the chorus, the part that gets repeated over and over by the man. He says, let's set a date for our next fight. Let's set a date for that time of the month. So what's he really saying here? Basically, he's being super sarcastic here. He's like, yep, let's just schedule our next fight probably around your period, right? But wait, the woman was literally leaving, packing her bags, saying it's over, and now he's already talking about next fight? It's like he's not even taking her seriously. Instead, he throws in a classic stereotype about women and hormones right back at her. This is that old classic cliche, oh, you're just being emotional because of your period. It's pity, it's passive-aggressive, and it hits hard. Obviously, this is a very dismissive and reductive way to talk about women. And Stromae is doing it on purpose. He wants to show how in a relationship, both sides can end up using cheap shots and stereotypes just to hurt each other. It's not about solving the problem anymore. It's just about scoring points.
Cette fois, c'était la dernière. Tu peux croire que c'est qu'une crise.
And then the woman starts again bragging, acting like this time it's really over. She's breaking up, she's leaving the house.
Mate une dernière fois mon derrière. Il est à côté de mes valises.
She's clearly mad, but honestly, it sounds like she said all this a bunch of times before. She makes the scene theatrical by saying, look at my butt for the last time while I'm leaving. Find it near my suitcase. And that suitcase, it's the classic symbol of leaving. Like, I'm done, I'm out, watch me walking away. But she's not just walking out, she's performing the breakup. It's like she wants him to feel bad, to notice her, maybe even chase after her. But with all that drama, it kind of feels more like a show than a real goodbye.
Tu diras au revoir à ta mère, elle qui t'idéalise.
She might be implying that she's been playing the mother role this whole time, always supporting him, lifting him up, treating him like he's better than he really is, even when he didn't deserve it. And now she's done, she's leaving. So he's not just saying goodbye to her, he's saying goodbye to the version of himself that she created.
Tu ne vois même pas tout ce que tu perds. Avec une autre, ce serait pire.
It's that classic phrase, you'll never find better than me. Saying he's blind to everything she's done for him and no other woman would put up with him the way she has.
Quoi, toi aussi, tu veux finir maintenant?
What? You wanna break up now too?
C'est le monde à l'envers.
It's the world upside down.
Moi, je le disais pour te faire réagir seulement. Toi, tu pensais.
I was just saying it to get a reaction, just bluffing to wake you up. But you were actually thinking about it? This part's kind of funny. At first, she's the one making a scene, all dramatic, packing her bags, acting like she's done for real this time. But then, the guy's just like, okay, fine, let's break up. And suddenly, she's shocked. Wait, what? Now you wanna end it? Seriously? It's a funny moment where the person who's trying to be in control suddenly loses it when they don't get the reaction they expected. Stromae uses this to show the ridiculous side of relationships where both people are kind of performing. Neither one actually wants to break up, but they still throw the words around just to get attention or feel in control. This kind of fight super common, especially with younger couples who are still figuring things out. Both people feel insecure and deep down they are hoping the other one will beg them to stay.
Facile à dire, je suis gnangnan.
Easy to say I'm stupid. She's calling out the cliché, like now I'm just the overly emotional, childish one. This word that I can't spell it in French, doesn't have a perfect translation in English, but it basically means being overly sentimental or cheesy in a kind of childish way. Like someone who is into cliché romantic stuff, flowers, hearts, daydreaming about love like it's a fairy tale. It's a word that's usually aimed at women and it's not a compliment. So in this line, she is pointing out how easy it is for him to dismiss her feelings. Just slap a label on her like too emotional instead of actually taking her seriously.
Et que j'aime trop les blablabla, mais non, 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 c'est important.
And she's like, yeah, you say I talk too much, that I'm always going on and on about stuff, blah, 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 blah. But she stops him right there. No, this is important. The guy is acting like her feelings don't matter, like she's just talking nonsense or being dramatic for no reason. And she's saying, I'm not just talking to talk. What I'm saying actually matters. It's another way Stromae shows how communication in relationships get twisted. One person's trying to express something real and the other one just calls it blah blah blah.
Ce que t'appelles les ragnagnas, tu sais, la vie, c'est des enfants.
Here, the female voice is calling out his attitude again. She's like, you call it period? Like my period is just something annoying? But then she flips it. Well, you know, life is kids and periods are part of that. Basically, she's saying, you wanna act disgusted by periods? Cool. But don't forget, they are literally part of how life happens. Without them, there are no children. It's a clever way of turning the stereotypes back on him and showing how immature his reaction really is.
Et comme toujours, c'est pas le bon moment.
Basically, she wants kids. But every time she brings it up, he's like, now's not the right time. It's always an excuse. There's always something else. Work, money, timing, whatever. And you can feel her frustration. Like, if not now, then when?
Ah oui, pour les faire, là tu es présent. Et pour les élever, il y aura des absents.
Here, she's basically saying, sure, you are here for the fun part, making the kids. But when it's time to raise them, you'll be gone. She's worried he won't stick around, that she'll end up raising them on her own. And this hits even harder when you know Stromae's backstory. His father died during the Rwandan genocide and he was raised by his single mother along with his siblings. So when he talks about absent fathers, it's not just a lyric, it's personal. In fact, this ties directly into the theme of his other hit song Papaute, which literally means Dad, where are you? As Stromae said in an interview, in this verse, we understand that the guy she's with might actually be the one to blame. He's challenging us to look deeper, to stop brushing off women's emotions as drama or PMS, and start listening to what they are really saying. Because sometimes the problem isn't how she's expressing it, it's what we are refusing to hear.
Lorsque je ne serai plus belle, ou du moins au naturel.
This part is all about insecurity, especially around looks. She's basically saying, what happens when I'm not beautiful anymore? She's scared of the moment he might stop loving her once she doesn't meet some impossible beauty standard.
Arrête, je sais que tu mens, il n'y a que Kate Moss qui est éternelle.
And then she throws in a sarcastic line, come on, I know you're lying, only Kate Moss stays beautiful forever. It's bitter, it's insecure, but it's also kind of funny. She's calling out the ridiculous pressure on women to stay eternally young and beautiful, like supermodels.
Mon chou belle, c'est jamais bon.
If you're ugly, you're rejected.
Belle ou belle, c'est jamais bon.
If you're stupid, you are dismissed.
Belle ou moi, c'est jamais bon.
If you're pretty, you're objectified. If you're yourself, you still feel like you're not enough.
Moi ou elle, c'est jamais bon.
If it's you or another woman, it always ends in comparison. Here Stromae is showing that whatever a woman does, it's never good enough. Whether she's pretty, ugly, smart, dumb, herself, or compared to someone else, it's never good enough. That's always something to criticize. It's like this endless loop of never being the right kind of woman. No matter what she is, it's never good. Stromae is highlighting how society and sometimes men put women in this constant no-win situation. Whether it's looks, intelligence, personality, or comparison with others, it always feels like the wrong choice. No matter what she does, it's never enough. Too emotional, too cold, too smart, too sexy, too modest. Whether it's her looks, her words, or just being herself, it always feels like she's wrong. And that's exactly what this verse is calling out. I think Stromae talks about all these common insecurities women have, not to confirm the cliché, but to show that there's something real underneath. He's not saying, yeah, women are like this. He's showing that behind the drama or stereotype, there are real fears and feelings that often get ignored or dismissed. And about that phrase, Tous, mêmes, all the same, it's not just pointing fingers at men, it's actually challenging all the stereotypes. The ones we put on men and the ones we put on women. It's saying maybe we are not that different after all. In our abilities, in our emotions, in who we are, men and women are allowed to be the same. It's a critique of how society tries to box us in, when in reality we are all just human. The video was shot outside in cold weather.
I was naked here, but we were outside. It was almost like 32 Fahrenheit, so really cold.
And that bed, you see, it's not lying flat, it's actually standing upright.
So here we are standing and we are not in a real bed. Difficult to shoot, to be honest.
Stromae is literally performing against gravity.
I remember this one like this, and to have like everyone with the good distance, that was tricky, and yeah, thanks to Marion Motin, it was perfect.
Oh, and about that mirror scene, Stromae actually explained a bit about how they filmed it.
So there is no mirror, actually. They put just two glasses, everything just to fake that it's a mirror. The camera is on a platform that can spin, and then they change the light. And I remember that was not that easy to make it.
In the album Racine Carrée, each song had its own visual pattern.
Then we finish on the pattern, and that's exactly the pattern I have on my jacket.
And for Tous les mêmes, the pattern was a heart.
Because the concept on the last album was to have a pattern for every song, and the pattern for Tous les mêmes was those hearts.
Hope you enjoyed the breakdown. See you in the next video.